How do you actually help your mother? And how do you help your parents or your father or your brothers, your sisters, the people around you, the people that you care about? It may seem like a very weird question, but I don't know about you, but I think a lot of people, especially right now, 2024, 25 on the right around the edge, right around the corner, um, a lot of people see that their parents' relationships aren't what they thought they were when they grew up. Some of you guys have always grown up, with your parents being split. You've grown up with one or the other. Others have maybe seen the relationship not be too great most of your lives. Others, like myself, have seen them separate towards the end of like high school, like when you're just basically getting older. Um, and the important question is, I think I'll keep this up. I like it like that. How do you help your mother? I think a lot of you guys think just instantly right away money, and yes, of course, money, right? Like your parents work. That's probably what they do. They've provided you as a kid for the longest time. But there's a couple of things I'm going to mention at the very end of this that I think you're going to want to stick around to listen to this. I know for me, quick story. When my parents split, it wasn't really a surprise. It was something that I was expecting just because of the way their relationship had always been. But what ended up happening was, as my father went ahead and lived by himself, which is fine. It simply meant that I had a little bit more responsibility. I have two sisters. I had right out of high school, I was making money, doing construction work. I thought I wanted to be an electrician, and I was doing my construction work. I continued to do it, but I started to help with bills. Very basic stuff: groceries, mortgage, utilities, and I wasn't saving all my money. I was still saving some for sure, but not all of it. Um, and I thought I was, doing a lot. That's all I thought. Because like as a kid, you'd come home, and I don't know about you guys, but I'd be playing video games. I'd just be kind of chilling with my friends, going to the gym, and like laundry's always done, food is cooked, house is clean, like everything is good, and I just kind of focused on myself always, and I saw no problem with it, continuing along that way, but also just helping with finances. That's not enough. Um, I want to specifically touch on I think mothers, um, especially single moms, but also your parents could be together. There's a lot of emotional needs that I think women, sisters, mothers have that you got to go ahead and really try and help with. And that doesn't mean that you are the husband. That's not that kind of love, but you want to provide security. As a young man, I'm giving you real actionable advice right now. You want to be that sense of security. Even the girl I'm talking to right now, we were discussing, I was curious. I said, what do you look for in a man? And, should stability, security, loyalty, trust. And I think, yes, in a relationship, that's true, with a significant other, but I think it's the same thing if you are the son to your mother. Provide that stability, security. There are things that women simply can't do, right? Like lift extremely heavy things. Sometimes, they're not able to get up maybe as early as you are. Maybe they can. I don't know. But there's a lot of physical things you can help with. Um, Guys, I want you to get out of that mindset. If you're out of high school, if you're in college, maybe you're at the end of high school, you're not a kid anymore, right? You can't just provide, some money and help out with the bill sometimes and expect that to be, and I'm guilty of this too, right? The true way to often help your mom who might be working, a job, working many hours, she's coming home and working more. She's cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing all these things while you're sitting in your room playing video games, watching Iman Gods, you watching me right now. You might be better off going and helping your mom, right? I want you guys to start cooking. I want you guys to start cleaning. I want you to start doing your laundry. I want you to start being that emotional support. I want you, when you can sense, because all of us, every single one of us can sense this, I promise you, when your mom is upset or she is stressed out or she's crying, and that's one of the worst things to see your mom cry. I want you to come in there and be that sense of stability and to always remind her that everything will be okay, that you will help her no matter what, that everything is okay. And that doesn't mean you provide a logical solution. Oh, mom, let's solve this problem. Let's figure it out. Because you're thinking as a man, right? You're thinking logically. You're thinking, how do I make a solution out of this? You don't. And this is the paradigm shift. This is what I want you guys to take away. Women, especially your mothers, they don't need your solutions, right? Sometimes they do, but most of the time they simply just need someone to hear them out. They need someone to rant to. They need someone to hear them out, to listen to. Some of our mothers don't have a million friends. They might have some, sisters or cousins or some friends, but some of them don't. And if your mom, let's say, is lonely, right? I want you to be her friend. And that doesn't mean you hang out with her. It doesn't mean you send her, your Spotify playlist and you hop on FaceTime. I just want you to be that emotional support, because sometimes that does far more than just money will. Yes, I want you guys to help with the bills. In fact, me, myself, and I want to, within the next year or two, pay all the bills. When I ask myself, what does the higher version, true version of me do? The higher, true version of me covers everything for my family, all the bills for my sisters, and like most of them, at least a lot of them. At the bare minimum, like mortgage, like a roof over the head, or like rent, groceries to make sure everyone's fed, um, any random expenses here or there, that's got to get bought, that carpet, this thing around the house. I want you to not just always go half and half, which is what I've been doing for a long time, and I still do time to time for sure. I want you guys to take that responsibility upon yourself, provide for everything. I want you to be almost like your father in that sense. And that might come with more stress for you. It might come with more burden, more responsibility. You might think, man, my money is going ever about myself. I want to get those new pair of J's. I want to get that console. I want to go on that trip. You are put in this position and you're given the unique opportunity to provide and help your family, your mom, your sister, right? Do it. Completely remove that stress from their lives. And that doesn't mean you just buy them gifts all the time and you spoil them. That's fine. And once you get to that level, you should do that, right? But I simply want you, I ask myself, would the higher version of Michael that's making 20, 30K a month be splitting bills with my mom? Nope. Not a single bill would I be splitting with my mom. I'd be taking care of everything. I have the unique opportunity of doing that now. Obviously within reason. I still want to be able to save money for myself. I want to invest it. I know how to make money better than my mom does, or my sisters do. I know how to multiply. I know how to invest it. So I still want to keep some of that money for myself. But I want you guys to remember that I want you guys to help more financially when it comes to your parents, and truly be that man, truly be that person that you always want to be today, and make that not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not when you get the promotion, today. If that means you're not left with much money, then become craftier, become more creative, find a way to make more money, work harder at your job. That's what it will take, right? And that's what I'm required to do, and I'm fine with that because that is my responsibility, right? And besides this, I want you to be helping out the chores. I want you to be lifting those heavy things, helping around the house, right? The things, all the work your mom might do when she gets home, I want you to do it too. Stop being that lazy, loser in your room once you get home, or you get home from college or work or this or that. And you sit in your room and you let, everyone else take care of everything for you. That's not how it should be, right? And this might be a reality check for you, a wake-up call, and I hope it is. I hope for a lot of you guys are capable of so much more. You have so much more potential to help your family, right? And there's no feeling better, right? You think that, okay, no, they're all going to benefit from me. Everyone's going to take advantage of me. Do you know how amazing you feel knowing that you're the provider? Knowing that you're the person who can keep your family safe and secure and emotionally stable? There's no better feeling, right? But it starts with you. You got to get yourself in check. You got to get your priorities, and you got to get your priorities straight. You got to cut out the bad habits, right? Get rid of that girl that's wasting your time, your money, your energy, right? But if she's making you a better person, double down on her, right? I want you guys to get really real about your life, because we live in uncertain times, and I think it's always happened in history. I don't think anything is special about now, but I think the one thing that is special is young men nowadays are far more isolated, they're far more demonized, they're far more lost, and far more nihilistic when it comes to life. I think young men have by far a much higher suicide rate and depression rate than young women do. Right? You guys don't know how to be social. You don't know how to make friends. You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to get real with your emotions. You don't know how to reflect. You don't have any skills. Maybe not all that's true. You might be saying, Michael, I'm already helping with bills. I'm already helping around the house. I'm emotionally there for my mom, for my sisters. I'm already doing everything. You're saying, good. Keep doing it then. Then I want to congratulate you. I want to pat you on the back and say, good job, man. That is what you should have been doing, and I'm happy to hear that you are doing it. But for all the guys who aren't doing that right now, I want you to double down and keep doing it. That is how you grow as a person. That is how you raise your own standards, right? And there's nothing better than raising your own standards, right? That is how you grow as a person, right? You raise your standards, and this one of my mentors told me, for sales, this is true. Your standards have to be higher. You need to be able to reach a bare minimum, right, every single day, And that bare minimum needs to raise until one day your greatest achievement, your greatest goal 10 years ago is now your bare minimum, right? That is how it should be. That's all I want to leave you with, guys. Go ahead and take more of a financial responsibility in your family's life. Provide more emotional support and help around the house and the chores and the driving and this and that. That doesn't mean give away all of your time. I definitely don't. In fact, I don't spend enough time at home, and I'm guilty of this, right? And this advice I'm giving to myself as well. But definitely find the time when you're invited to that stupid party or to go out for drinks, say no. Right? Decide to go to bed early, decide to do what you got to do, and help your family, because nothing matters more than family. And this can be applied to friends as well. Okay, the people who you know you're going to be with for the rest of your life. That's it, guys. I hope you have some takeaways from this. I know this is a less lighthearted, little video I've made here, but I think a lot of men need to hear this. I need to hear this. This is a reminder for myself. I want you guys to really help your families more, because we live in tough times, and there's no better feeling than that safety and security, which we all took for granted as kids. Time to give it back to our parents. Time to give it back to your mom. Okay, that's it.